Hi, I'm Marty Larson. Here at Uncommon Age, we're all about quality movement that gets you closer to your goal. And while we train in both hardstyle, which is RKC, and Kettlebell Institute method, we mainly focus on Kenneth J's Kettlebell Institute techniques because we believe that they further enhance your mobility and your movement fundamentals. So this particular technique, it takes a step away from the technique-dominated mindset, mimicking real-life movements that we do all the time, and then actually loading them with a kettlebell. So by adapting kettlebell exercises to our natural athletic movements, you focus on the body rather than the tool or the kettlebell itself. So this technique incorporates as many joints as possible into movement patterns and workouts, which enhances the predictability for your brain, which is actually part of our whole deal here, which is neuroplasticity. So that inevitably increases your strength, your flexibility, and your ability to move. This is Pam, and she's going to help us with our demo today. So Pam's initially going to go into what we call the static athletic ready stance. And this simulates, obviously, a lot of movements we do in sports, but it also, the more athletic ability you have in your life, the better you're able to move. So now she's going to go into our two-handed swing. So as she goes into that, some of the things that Pam's focusing on is, one thing is bone rhythming. And so her hips are moving back at the same rate that her knees are moving forward. So she's not putting undue pressure on her SI joint or her knees or her hips. In other words, she's distributing the load. Our hips are actually designed to internally rotate as we sit. So now she's going to go into an alternating or hand-to-hand swing, same exact movement, keeping her spine in alignment, and again, not putting undue pressure on her back by moving forward at a hard angle. And now she's going to add some rotation to it. So as she adds rotation, she's adding to it more movement in her joints. So through rotation, you cover a lot more of the entire surface of the joint. And actually, we create stability through mobility. Now Pam's going to add a pivot with her foot. So she's coming up on the ball of her foot. So again, more joints being involved means increased mechanoreception, which means increased brain activity. And that's the whole idea of neuroplasticity and what we do here at Uncommon Age. We engage more joints so that we can move more athletically and have better quality of life. So training actually needs to be done to simulate real life as close as possible, because when something unexpected happens in our life, it never happens under perfect circumstances. So by training with more movement in different lunge positions, we actually enhance our capacity to react as fast as possible to those unexpected events. And as she goes into this, unlike the traditional hip snap that's associated with generating power needed to swing or snatch the kettlebell, she's actually using spiraling and rotation to this in order to propel that movement up there. In other words, her movement pattern is governing the drill and not the tool. So the movement that she's doing is very athletic. Thanks, Pam.